here's the deal. Ms. Delafield, my landlady, has taken something of a break for the day, and, well, I figure it's worth quite a bit of loot to have somebody come over here and pick up the pieces, so to speak.
Yeah, all right. You can borrow her, Lynn, on two conditions. One, obviously, that you get her back.
Yeah, I think I can deal with that. The place is too small for me to stash her for very long. What's the next?
That maybe Robin would like to come down with her today.
Okay, that sounds like the basics for a just and fair settlement.
All right. Well, Duke and I will drive them both down. And do you need anything from town?
No, I think we're in pretty good shape, actually.
See you later.
Ta-da! Hey! Hello.
Isn't this a great place? There's a loft up there.
Hello.
And there's a piano.
Welcome to my humble abode. Simple at that.
Very nice, Robin. It's great.
Yeah, it's very pleasant. There's lots of plaid and it's quiet, I suppose.
Yeah, you sleep like a dead man down here. Nothing to bother you but the bats and the blue jays.
Am I right in saying there's a lake only about a quarter of a mile from here?
You right?
Fishing good?
Why don't you tell me in spring?
Yeah, certainly will. Thank you very much.
Uncle Duke, Daddy and I used to go down there, and there's a swing and there's a dock and everything. Want to go?
I guess you do.
Yeah. Your gloves. I'll see you later. Be back.
Bye. Hey, dude, I'm ready to rock and roll. Where's the soap and the rags?
I believe there's a closet there full of all that kind of stuff, Olin. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay? All right, don't get lost.
All right.
It's really nice.
I have a message to you from Bobby Meyer.
What's up?
Well, it would appear that the ever-creative Lucy Code Jones has managed to con some judge into hauling Bobby into court for a hearing regarding the fact that Bobby is trying to steal BJ.
You're kidding.
Yeah, well, anyway, she requires our assistance in the form of sterling character witnesses.
Or where and when, definitely we'll do that.
Judge Wilder, 1 o'clock.
Today? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, I've got an appointment. Can I use the phone?
Jude, why don't you?
All right.
You want some money for it?
That's awful. Hello? Oh, hello. Could I please speak to Dr. Collins? Dr. Collins? Oh, hello. It's Anna Lavery here.
Oh, hi, Anna. I thought I was going to see you this afternoon.
No, I'm afraid not. I have to go testify in court.
Oh, I see. Well, I still would like to talk to you. That was some pretty bad news I gave you, and I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of emotional kickback.
Well, I'm fine. Duke and I talked, and we're all right about waiting for a baby.
Or, you could adopt one. I could help you with it, and heaven knows there's a need.
Yeah, well, we haven't talked about that yet, and, as of now, we're just fine. We'll just see what happens.
Well, all right. But you will come in and see me soon, won't you?
Yes, I will, definitely, yeah.
Okay, take care till then.
Okay, bye. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
No more children. Ever.
Well, I don't know. It's just, that's life, isn't it, really?
I'm so sorry.
Well, Dr. Collins, she said that I could get pregnant, probably. But I just may not be able to carry the baby to full term. I could have another miscarriage, maybe.
Each and every time.
Oh, I don't know, Robert. I don't know.
Oh, come on, look, it's one doctor, one opinion. You go to 6 others, you get 6 other new opinions. And besides, think of all the development and stuff they're doing in that area these days. And what about all the babies that are born that no one wants?
I know. But, I'm okay right now. And, I love Duke and I got Robin. We'll just see what happens.
You are truly one very fine, strong woman.
Yeah, I need that.
Have you ever thought of getting a little place like this in the country? Well, a bigger house, of course.
Yeah, I thought about it, but, it's just a dream, really. Garden, grow around flowers, tomatoes and things. Your mother likes tomatoes, but, I've got to stay close to town for work.
Yeah, I guess I didn't think of that.
Yeah, you want to get back on?
Hi, what is it? Hi, sweetheart. Hi, darling. We're going to have to go back. You know, you and I are going to have to go back to town.
Mommy, is everything okay?
Yeah, it's okay. We've got to help Bobby Meyer. She's got a problem.
What kind of a problem?
Well, Lucy Kay, she's got this court hearing to see whether she can get custody of BJ. I know. I just
Hello, sweetheart.
Hello, Daddy. Who's this?
Well, this is Catherine Delafield. Catherine, this is my daughter, Robin.
Hello.
Kathy's the lady that goes with the piano.
Oh, so that's why you wanted me over here today. She's going to give me piano lessons, right?
Well, not exactly. I think she,
hello. Nice to see you again, Miss Delafield. Hi.
Again?
Yes, we met at the Quartermain, the wedding rehearsal, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I'm terribly sorry. I've forgotten your name.
I'm Anna Lavery. This is my husband, Duke.
Oh,
My
very
pleasure.
nice to meet you. It's Duke's Club, right?
Well, if you like the place, I
I love it. I really do.
Well, look,
Thank you very
as
much.
long as you're all getting along so well, I've got to get to the office before Bobby's hearing this afternoon.
All right, well, you tell Bobby we're on our way.
Right, well,
We'll be there.
ta-ta.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye, Daddy.
Bye, John.
Drive carefully, look.
Yeah.
Mommy, Mrs. Delafield's going to give me piano lessons. Isn't that great?
Oh. Well, sweetheart, Miss Delafield may be very busy. She may not have time to do that.
Well, I think I can do that. Okay, Robin. The reason why your father didn't tell you about these lessons is because I told him that no one is to play this piano except for me. But if you all can keep a secret from Robert,
Oh, I love secrets.
then you and I will secretly begin practicing, and we'll practice through the holidays and have a nice surprise for Robert by the time we start school again. How would that be?
Well, that's very nice of you.
Well, we can get you piano lessons on our own.
No. I really want to do this. Please. We could start today, even.
Oh, please, Mommy.
Yeah, I mean, thank you. That would be very nice.
That's
Yes.
very, very kind of you, Miss Delafield. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure.
Okay, well, we're going to have to go now. We have to get back into town.
All right.
Okay. Bye, Mommy.
Bye, sweetheart.
Yeah.
I love you too. Now, you be good for Miss Delafield. Goodbye.
I
Okay.
guess you behave yourself. Now you do everything.
Okay.
Miss Delafield told you to do. You
I will.
behave. Be good.
Right. Come on.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I'll see you later, alligator.
Yes. Goodbye.
Be good now.
Bye.
Why don't you help me move this painting? And you and I have got a lot of work to do.
Okay. This one here?
Yep.
Hi.
Yes.
Excuse me. Oh, thank you. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of.
What does this Lucy person do? Does she stay up all night dreaming up new ways to damage people's lives?
I appreciate
Well, I'm doing.
You're welcome. No, I know you have so much to do. Sure, it's okay. Don't you worry. We'll be here for you.
What is the matter with you trying to use this child as a weapon?
Well, you're not going to be able to stop me, Bobby. What are you going to do? You're going to stick your little lover boy.
Stop fighting in front of the child. I won't have it.
How's everybody? Did you talk to Amanda?
Yes.
Is she coming?
Well, she was a lot more friendly, and she said she might make it if her lunch didn't run too long.
Afraid if she doesn't show up, they're going to have us for lunch.
And Judge Wilder is ready to start now. Step inside.
Robert's not here yet. Oh, he'll be here tomorrow.
Please, sir. Visitors and friends, please sit in the back. You with the minor child also, please.
Okay.
Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Myers, sit here facing the judge.
Clerk, are all the summoned parties present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mrs. Keith is a social caseworker for the county. She will take charge of the minor child, Barbara Jean Jones.
Oh, no. Couldn't I just hold her?
I'm afraid not, Mrs.
Simpson, Charlene Simpson. I take care of her.
Mrs. Keith. Mrs. Keith is well trained. She'll do fine with the child. If she needs your help, she'll let you know. There's nothing pleasant about these proceedings. They stem, of course, from Dr. Anthony Jones's unusual and unexpectedly severe illness. His incapacity requires that measures be taken to provide for the temporary custody of his infant child. There is a dispute as to who could best provide such custody. This hearing is an informal matter between the concerned claimants themselves. So we're meeting as if in my chambers, and there need be no attorneys present. However, I do see Mr. Scott Baldwin here.
Your Honor, I'm here just as a citizen, character, witness, that's all.
Very well. A divorce action filed by Dr. Jones against Lucy Jones and disputes arising from such action remain unsettled. Mrs. Jones, anything else in dispute?
Well, no, not anything in the property, Your Honor. You see, Tony and I reached an agreement, but he collapsed before he could sign it.
Your Honor, since this is informal, may I comment on that agreement?
That's why we're here.
The agreement that Tony intended to sign very specifically provides that Lucy Coe Jones give up all rights of custody to Barbara Jean.
Your Honor, that is what is in dispute.
Baloney! You agreed to give her up to get us money.
Mrs. Meyer, may I caution you against any further emotional outbursts?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Mrs. Meyer, what is your relationship to Dr. Jones and his daughter?
Well, professionally, I've worked with Dr. Jones at General Hospital for many years, and we're very close personal friends.
But you're not related either by blood or by marriage.
Well, no. BJ's named after me, though. I'm very close to the family.
Bobby, you are not a blood relation to BJ. I apologize, Your Honor. I am sorry.
Is this the right place? Oh, there you are, Lucy. Oh, Harold, I'm sorry I was late, but it was unavoidable.
Don't think a thing about it, Amanda. Do you have an interest in this case?
Oh, yes. I'm here to testify for my dear, good friend, Lucy Jones.
Good. Come on in. I know time is short. Why don't we start with you, if you're ready?
Fine, thank you, I should call you Your Honor, shouldn't I? Lucy's work at the Tanya Jones Daycare Center has been a triumph of organization. Well, she's handled the business problems, the fundraising, the hiring, and the firing, and at the same time, she's never lost sight of the real purpose of the center, which is sympathetic care of children.
Would you consider Lucy Jones to be a fit and caring mother?
Well, I'd trust her with my grandchildren without a moment's hesitation.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Barrington. You're excused.
Thank you, Harold. Your Honor.
Mr. Baldwin, would you care to come up here and give me your views?
Yes, sir.
Welcome, Commissioner Scorpio. You here on this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good. We'll get to you in a moment.
Thank you.
As we worked on legal aspects for the daycare center, Mrs. Jones was always concerned about BJ, her well-being. You know, she always wanted to pick up the phone and talk to her and get off work early to spend cherished time with her. Now that Bobby Meyer is looking after BJ, you can understand how upset Mrs. Jones was when the picture came out in the paper of Bobby
Stop it, Scott. This is
Mary, Mrs. Meyer.
Twisting everything around, but he's making it
You
so...
will have your chance. Anything else to add, Mr. Baldwin?
Just my conviction, Lucy Jones is a fine, caring woman who loves her stepdaughter.
Thank you. You're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's see now. Mr. Duke Lavery.
Excuse me. Can I? Your Honor, if you please, I'd like to speak next. I have some rather pressing matters back at headquarters.
All right with you, Mr. Lavery?
Perfectly all right, sir.
Thank you.
Sit down, Commissioner. How long long have you known Mrs. Meyer?
Roughly about 7 to 8 years. During that time, I have found Bobby to be a very loving and caring nurse, a person who I feel can accept a lot of responsibility. As a matter of fact, my ex-wife, Mrs. Lavery, and I often leave our child Robin to stay with Bobby for extended periods of time. And Robin is always happy to stay there longer. She really does love it over there.
How well do you know Dr. Tony Jones?
Very well. I was very close to his younger brother, Frisco, who was recently deceased.
Tragic, yes, I heard about that.
Frisco and his wife shared an apartment at the Brownstone, as did Dr. Jones and his wife, Tanya. Tony's relationship with Bobby was one that I always felt was based on very solid trust. Otherwise, he would never have written into his divorce agreement that Bobby be given Barbara Jean to care for, an agreement which so far is still unsigned.
Judge Weiler, could I just say something?
Mrs. Jones, you'll have your turn. Anything else to add, Commissioner?
Only that I feel Bobby to be totally trustworthy and could offer Barbara Jean a lot of love.
Thank you. Mr. Lavery. What about that story in yesterday's paper concerning Mrs. Meyer's alleged love life? Does that fit with what you know of Bobby Meyer?
No, not in the least, Your Honor, no. I used to be chief of police of this city and had to deal with the press on a regular basis. And obviously, these reporters, they'll sensationalize anything just to get a front-page story.
So you think it was a setup? Mrs. Meyer in a robe with Mr. Howard in an apartment that Mr. Howard's wife didn't know about?
I don't know what happened there, but I do know that Tony Jones has a great deal of respect for this lady and would definitely want her to look after his daughter.
You may step down. Mrs. Lucy Jones, you come up here.
Well, when I learned that Tony's first wife, Tanya, had wanted to establish a daycare center, I thought it was a perfect way to pay tribute to her memory and continue her work.
You didn't plan the daycare center. It wasn't your idea.
Mrs. Meyer, I'll have no more outbursts in this court. Go on, Mrs. Jones.
Thank you. Well, it was not my idea, but I did get the hospital behind the daycare center, and I started raising money from all sorts of different sources, and I got the builders and the permits, and we got that daycare center established.
Now, I've read all the reports from the social welfare people. I just have one question for you. What happened the day that Barbara Jean swallowed the nail polish remover while you were looking after her?
Your Honor, I have to tell you that had to be the blackest day in my life. We came so close to losing that wonderful little girl just because of my stupidity.
Tell me about it.
Well, I had a friend over, a personal friend that was having a lot of problems with a man that she was thinking about marrying, that she really wanted to marry, and it wasn't working, so she was very emotional, and we were in this intense conversation. And BJ was just all over the place, you know, like 2-year-olds can do, and it just happened.
You must have been terrified.
Oh, I was crazy. I was nuts. I grabbed BJ, I grabbed the bottle of poison, and I took her to the hospital so they'd know right away what she had swallowed, and it's okay because she's all right now, but, Your Honor, I still have the most horrible nightmares about that.
Thank you. You may step down now.
Thank you.
Mrs. Meyer.
Your Honor, I think that the most important point for Barbara Jean's welfare is the fact that Tony and Lucy Jones are going through an extremely hostile divorce right now. And as a result of that, Tony has stipulated in his will, should anything happen to him, that I am the one that he wants to be appointed BJ's legal guardian.
Now, that's been pointed out. However, the court has to weigh many other factors in the balance. For example, the only word is lurid picture and story in yesterday's paper describing a love nest that you share with a prominent political figure.
Just nailed it right against the wall.
not a love nest. Mr. Howard and I are very close personal friends, but we are not and have never been lovers.
Was the photograph a fake?
Well, no, it wasn't a fake. It was accurate, but it didn't help the whole story. We had an accident. And
What kind of accident?
Well, it had to do with whipping cream. We were making dessert. and
Don't
it turned
punish
out to
yourself
be right.
further by trying to explain the inexplicable. 10 minutes recess, after which I'll render my decision. Clerk, please ask Mrs. Keith to bring the child in. Well, I hate to tell you this, but it seems to me that neither one of you has a very good case. Bobby Meyer, Lucy Jones, neither of you has a real home to bring Barbara Jean back to. Mrs. Meyer may be more than Mrs. Jones, but you're both married women separated from your husbands. You've both demonstrated varying levels of irresponsibility that make me fear for this child's welfare. But we're under the gun here. Child's father seriously, perhaps terminally ill. Until he recovers, God willing, I'm not going to place this child with either one of you. Instead, I'm going to put her into a foster home.
Why? You can't do that. Your Honor, excuse me, Your Honor. I have a home and a husband and a daughter of my own. We make a steady income, and I would like to volunteer to be Barbara Jean's foster mother, please.
Just live with it, okay? Set up a good life the courts will look in favor on.
I can't do that until I get Tony's money.
Listen, are you sure you want to take this home?
Oh, Duke, I can't let her go to strangers.
Okay.
Scott couldn't wait to bring up the picture in the paper. Well, it's not that the judge missed it anyway.
Unbelievable. I can't believe this is happening.
You should have heard him. He said that both Bobby and Lucy were unfit.
I can understand Lucy, but Bobby... Excuse me.
Oh, thank you. I don't know how I'm ever going to thank you.
All right, well, we'll see what happens.
If you're not going to let me take care of BJ, I think you two are perfect.
I hope the judge feels the same way.
Mrs. Lavery,
Yes.
you aren't in any way related to Dr. Jones or to his first wife, Barbara Jean's mother?
No, Your Honor, I'm not. I'm a good friend of Tony's, and I knew his late wife, Tanya. Of course, I've known BJ since she was a baby.
Well, this is unusual, but go ahead. Convince me that BJ, as you call her, will be better off with you than in a regular county-certified foster home. You say you have a daughter.
Oh, yes, I do, Your Honor. She's 10 years old. Her name's Robin, and that's from my first marriage to Commissioner Scorpio.
How would you describe your relationship with Robin?
Oh, my daughter? Oh, she's brilliant. I mean, I adore her. She's lovely. She's a very interesting person, and she's my best friend. And I mean, I think that most people, would say she's clever. It's not just me, and she's beautiful, I think.
Well, Robin has a fan club, that's for sure.
Yeah, I know. I go on about her a bit, I think.
Did I read, as part of the unfortunate difficulties you just went through regarding Olivia St. John, in which your name was cleared, that you are expecting another baby?
Yes, I was. I was pregnant, and I lost the baby because of the elevator accident.
Oh, yes. I recall that. Terrible, terrible thing.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Well, you certainly are qualified. Fine, moral woman. What I know of your reputation and what you present to me here now. But are you aware of the major problem you're facing?
What, do you mean bringing the child up? Oh, I had to look after Robin on my own a lot of the time, and there were never very many problems.
You said it was horrible, losing a baby. It is built into this situation that ultimately you will have to give up custody of Barbara Jean. Whenever that happens, I guarantee you will have fallen in love with her.
Yeah, I know I will, yeah. But, we all love children, and it was awful when I lost my baby, but we got over that. I just would really like to give this child a chance to be happy like my daughter, and I think that we can do it. I'm sure we can. I know about custody, care and protect. I understand that, and when the time comes, we'll give her back. We'll miss her, but we know where she belongs.
Thank you, Mrs. Lavery.
Okay.
You may step down. The court awards temporary custody of Barbara Jean Jones, a minor child, to Mr. and Mrs. Duke Lavery, under the supervision of the County Division of Social Services. Bobby Meyer, Lucy Jones. This court will not tolerate interference with its orders. Now, you can visit BJ with the Lavery family permission, but she may not stay with either of you. Court is adjourned.
Thank you. You just saved that baby. Oh, Lucy's not going to get her. No, you come visit BJ anytime you want.
I promise you, you're going to feel like it's going to work out very well for Barbara Jean. I just hope you haven't forgotten what a handful a toddler can be. I wish you'd like.
I'm going to need it.
Mrs. Simpson.
Okay, Barbara Jean.
Stay with us for a while?
Go and stay with us. She's going to take care of you for a while, honey.
You want to stay with us? Mommy.
I know you've got that nice lady living in with you and everything, but, everybody needs some time off every now and then, and I've been taking care of Barbara Jean for so long now. I think I'm just going to be a wreck without her. Well, if you ever need anybody to come babysit, I'd be happy to.
Absolutely.
Come by any time you want. We don't need a babysitter. You just come by whenever you want.
All right, then I'll do that. Oh, and I better bring her little things like Roger T. Bear and Snug Rag and things like that. I better take.
You always send somebody from the club to give you a hand.
No, that's not necessary. I'll do it.
Oh, well, you got to come by because I need to know everything about this little girl. You want to come home with us now?
Can I get you this?
You want to come back to my house? And you can play with my daughter, too, Robin. Would you like to see Robin?
Here, come on. We've got to go and set up the nursery.
Come on then. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
Oh, take your coat.
Bye-bye.
Bye.